What's private security like? I think we all think it maybe is this, but maybe it's really this. And I guess it really varies too.
Indeed, huge industry. I mean, you could be a close protection officer who's essentially, I'd say most of close protection is logistics and people skills. And there's a bit of risk awareness as well, a bit of planning, and a little bit of having to act if things go wrong. But most of it is facilitating the life of somebody who's very busy, and all the different cars and jets and hotel rooms and everything that's involved in that. I think it's a good job for a young man, but it's very boring very quickly. The way being a bodyguard is glamorized in the movies is not the case. It's long hours. You are support of someone who's going out and building businesses or doing interesting things, and you're just support. So it's a limited career path in that sense. Stepping up when you look at those who are doing security management in hostile environments, or being essentially armed close protection officers in conflict zones. Good money if you've just come out of the military. Pretty simple life, plenty of time for the gym. Again, working with lads. It's almost like military-esque, but more cash. So it's not a bad way to do it, but again, it has a shelf life. You'll get bored of it after a while. And then you're looking into the management piece. So that's when you can specialize in certain areas. Perhaps you'll be a physical security manager who sets up large factories, or who maintains the security of supply chains and compounds and oil rigs in Africa and so on. You could go into certain areas such as investigations, so when you're looking into fraud or extortion attempts and these sorts of things. You can go into looking into anti-illicit trade, so dealing with smugglers, running essentially intelligence operations to gather information on what smugglers are doing, finding people in the customs and law enforcement agencies of that country who actually care, and incentivizing them to go and shut down the smugglers. So it's a massive field. There's so many different things to do. Towards the end of it, I was sort of what is the dream in corporate security. You're in-house, so you're working for a large company and you're their trusted security guy. I had hundreds of staff around the world, a very healthy budget. And that's when you can essentially be transitioning fully into the civilian world. You're not carrying a gun anymore. You will go to bad places and you will deal with interesting things, but you're flying business class. You're getting paid nicely. You've got health insurance and it's secure. A lot of the private security job sector is contract based. So you have an amazing job, but then it's gone and you're just sitting around waiting for something else to do. So the dream is in-house work with a big company and a big budget and a big team, whether that's your own security company or embedded with a multinational. That's good living. But again, there's a lot of veterans out there. There aren't that many jobs when it comes to proper high-level corporate security or private security sector jobs.
Can it be dangerous, or even more dangerous than the military?
Yeah,
because you're in situations 100%. With no backup and
100%. I'm not the sort of guy to hide behind NDAs, but I am pretty NDA'd up. I was in numerous situations in the private security sector where, there was artillery shells hitting the building I was in. Couldn't hear for days. Many contacts, many times, movements had to be interrupted, and you have to go the other way because the recce car is being shot at. Like there's a complete lack of infrastructure that would support you if you were in the military. You can't call in QRF, quick response. You don't typically have an eye in the sky telling you what's going on. You don't have top cover or arrangements with the local militaries to come in and support. It's just you and your lads. And if things go wrong, which it does in numerous countries, things can flip quickly. I know of guys who've been stuck when the air corridors have shut in conflicts like Yemen for months on end. So it's a different game, but there's a lot more money involved. So it's dice that most veterans will roll, because especially when you're fresh out of a pretty sharp end or niche area of the military, there aren't that many sort of high money jobs you can just clip straight into, just fit right into.
Yeah, probably very few. Very few jobs you can just clip right
true.
into.
Exactly, and also jobs where you still feel like you're the man. Part of the issue with transitioning to the military is you feel like you're the man, but as soon as that system's taken away from you, you're no longer given that validation that you're the man. So that's what hits people a lot.
Is corporate world just masculinized?
Sitting behind a desk, dealing with corporate politics and HR policies, it's a lot less satisfying and gratifying if you're that high testosterone man, definitely.
And so here you are, though, kind of at the top of the pyramid, where you're not involved in this kind of direct action, but you still wanted to walk away because it was just the stress you didn't want to deal with anymore.
Again, I don't want to speak too sort of negatively, but high-level security work, or any work in conflict zones, at a certain point you get tired of it. You are seeing the worst of humanity, and you're just dealing with crappy situations and crappy people, if you will, in that if you're investigating murders in a developing country, you're not going to be talking to nice people. If you're responding to extortion attempts in a Soviet country, you're not dealing with positive interactions. If you're investigating staff misconduct and someone's gotten hurt or something's gone missing. It's not good vibes. I mean, maybe I'm 42, getting a bit old now. I like feeling positive in my day to day. When you are day in, day out looking at, not trusting pretty much anybody, looking at, things going wrong in difficult places, I think everyone gets sick of it.
Yeah, it's hard to see you in that. I mean, I can see you there, but you seem to be a guy that really cherishes good vibes and tries to promote the good vibes. And so it's weird to hear that guy over there. It's hard to see that it happened. I mean, I'm sure you're very good at it. But I'm a bit surprised now that you are that default, I want to be around good vibes person, even just a few years later.
Well, I think at a certain point, when you've gone through that struggle pathway as a man, you become more and more protective, and I see this a lot amongst the ultra high net worth of the world, a lot more protective of their energies. Might feel a bit sort of esoteric or a bit hippie, but I know numerous ultra high net worth individuals who make a point of not interacting with more than 10 people unless they really have to. They just don't talk to anyone else. They don't let people in their house unless it's family. They don't go out to restaurants. They're just withdrawn away from everything out there because they just don't like interacting with people who they haven't vetted and they can't trust fully, and they don't respect them and understand how to interact appropriately. I kind of get that. Look, I'm in no way some baller when it comes to financial status, but I am at the point where I'm like, I don't really want to be around negative people, because as mentally sort of tough as you are, we are tribal animals. I mean, you step onto the subway in London, everyone's a bit depressed. It's going to drag your energy down a bit, right? We have the mirror neurons. We feel what the crowd is feeling as a survival mechanism. In the same way, a tribe of gazelles, one of them hears something, the whole tribe, their little, whatever the flock, I don't know what the term is, all of those gazelles instantly, their ears go up. It's a survival thing. There is an emotional economy that exists. I don't want to be around people who are scamming or conducting acts of violence, all this sort of stuff. Maybe Dubai's maybe soft, but you want a jacket? I'll give you a jacket. I'm a simple tailor. It's beautiful.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith, because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.